Hi everyone, I thought I'd come on and do a quick March 2025 energy update because my God, has it been intense? I thought February was one of the craziest months, but it seems to be that March is due to be another very intense energy month as well. So you may have heard from other, especially astrologers, who are talking about the massive astrological alignments that are going to go on this month, which is going to set us up for some really incredible energies to flood the planet, really. And it's really about whether we are prepared for this. And the things that I wanted to run through in this video was how to prepare for the energy, what is coming through, what is happening on the planet, and yeah, how we can best be prepared for this because there is basically a tsunami of light coming through, both galactically, cosmically, and we are really being pushed to grow in consciousness, to step out of our comfort zones, to really let go of old patterns and beliefs, especially the ones that are making us limited, small, and where we're giving our energy away and our sovereignty away to other external factors outside of ourselves. So we are really being pushed in this time period to really relook at those parts of ourselves that we have kind of the shadow work and the stuff that we have shunned away from our visibility, things that we might not want to see within ourselves and others, but also the world. So there's going to be a lot of wake up calls. So within the month of March, you should expect that you may feel lots of um, personal, denser energies possibly coming up for you to review. There is also going to be, I believe, lots of disclosure happening on the political and social front. So there'll be lots of truths coming to light, but that's not only in the month of March, it will be going on. That's really a theme for this entire year. So astrologically, this year is a number 9 year. So when you put all the numbers of 2025 together, there is an astrological numerical number 9. This signifies huge change, new beginnings, and endings. So, this is going to be on both a personal landscape, so for you personally, but also for the entire planet, where we are going to see some major changes happening on all fronts, really. And I think it's just once we're aware, we can be prepared. And that's really, I think that a lot of light workers are doing a lot of this grid work and making sure that the planet and the people are prepared. But this is also where we have to take those steps towards consciousness in order to prepare ourselves rather than being on the back foot and not really understanding what's happening. So I suppose it's going to be a big wake up call for a lot of people, including those who have been on this spiritual journey for a while. I mean, I personally have found the last few months very intense. I haven't been able to be around a lot of people because I'm also an extreme empath and sensitive, and my job is really to transmute energies. So whenever I'm around people, I can sense their energies and the things that they might be conflicted with. Personally, that's not something that I was aware of for a very long time until I started this spiritual journey. And then I realized that that basically was my superpower. And this is to say that we all have these superpowers. We all are capable of transmuting energies and turning them into something more powerful. And this massive shift in consciousness is happening this year, and it's going to intensify up until 2030 and 2032. So we have a long way to go, but this is kind of the beginning, well, not even the beginning phases, because this started back in 2012 when a lot of people started having awakenings, and obviously with lots of other things happening in 2020, it amplified. And we are at this stage now where we are coming into a completely new cycle of time. And as I said, 2025 is about new beginnings and endings. So, what can we expect in March 2025? First of all, we have a very strong lunar eclipse. towards the middle of March. And then we also have a full moon and the spring equinox. So there is a portal of energies between these periods of time. And the equinox and the eclipses have always been known, especially by our ancestors who used to build monuments around these particular cycles of time. They knew how powerful these periods of time were, and in order to amplify the energies and really make the most of them in your life, they used to do a lot of things around those particular times of the year. Um, Also, very interestingly, a few months ago I came across a great astrologer, Indian astrologer and scientist, who has written an entire book called The Yuga Shift. I believe it's called The Yuga Shift, but you can Google it. And he talks about how the Kali Yuga, which is the dark age that we are or were currently in, is going to officially come to an end on the 21st of March 2025. So this is huge. It means that we are really preparing and shifting into a completely different way of being. And you may have heard about New Earth, Ascension, this whole big shift in consciousness that is happening. This is all tied in also to those cycles and the shift of the ages. So very, very interesting. I would definitely recommend checking him out, and all of the scientific background that he has, and how he's worked out that that particular date, 21st of March, is when the Kali Yuga will actually be ending. And funnily enough, that's actually my birthday. So I'll be looking out for, things that are happening, particularly, or how I'm feeling during around this period of time. And don't forget, it's not really going to be that we wake up one day and everything's going to be changed. It is really an energy shift, and we have to integrate and apply those changes within our lives in order to really make the most of the energies that are coming through. How do we make the most of these energies that are going to be coming through into the planet now and probably for the next good few months? One thing is really that I found from my own personal experience is spending time in nature is the best thing right now, because as the planet is shifting, well, she's actually already shifted into a higher vibration. So because we live on the planet and she's a sentient being, we are kind of in unison with her energy, and we can be. So there might be some people who are resisting this, but if you flow with nature, then you will have a much better chance of easily integrating the energies that are coming through. So I've been spending lots of time walking in nature, doing everything I can to ground. It's been quite overcast in the UK recently, but funnily enough, in the last few days, the sun has been bursting out. And I don't know if anybody else is feeling this, but the sky is looking very different from what it normally does. No streaky white lines, beautiful blue sky, and beautiful clouds. The other quick tips I can give, just from my own personal experience and having listened to what other people are going through, things like Reiki, sound healing, if you can get yourself, a singing bowl, or to listen to some 528 hertz frequencies, for example, on YouTube. Breath work has been a lifesaver for me from the beginning of my spiritual awakening back in 2023. I was actually doing lots of Kundalini yoga before that, and it has really helped not only in my spiritual awakening, and it may have even triggered my awakening, but it basically just helps to transmute the energies that you may be having to deal with. So definitely breath work. If you can try breath of fire, is a great tool. I will maybe do a separate video on that to show you how to do the breath of fire, but very, very powerful. Meditation, obviously, without saying, I think that goes without saying that meditation is a key tool for us during this period of time. So what else did I want to flag very quickly? I would just say that if you've been going through some kind of awakening, or even if you're not sure what it is that you're feeling, you may be on the verge or in the middle of a spiritual awakening. So if you've not seen some of my other videos, please, check out some of those videos about a spiritual awakening and what to expect. Please also subscribe. I know this is really cheesy, and when I hear people saying this, I'm a very new channeler, and I haven't been on YouTube very long. So any likes that you can give me and sharing this content with any of your friends and family would be also very helpful to me. And I would just lastly like to say that hang in there. There are so many of us that are going through this, and really, this year of 2025 with new beginnings and endings is going to be a year of complete rapid consciousness shifts and changes. Flow with it, surrender, trust the process. There is so much information out there, and if you feel like you are really deep dark in, you know, yeah, you feel in a very dark place, you may be going through a dark night of the soul. Again, there's lots of content both on my page and other YouTubers who talk about a dark night of the soul, but it basically is a key part of your spiritual journey. You can't really escape it, and it needs to be done really for you to come out the other side having integrated those shadow parts of yourself. When you're going through a spiritual awakening as well, the other thing you will notice that some of your old traumas, your wounds, but also old relationships may come up again, and these are really there as triggers to highlight to you what it is that you may need to work on a bit more in order to completely get that energy out of your life. So again, I suppose it's just trusting the process and knowing that you are being guided and helped along the way. You have so much help, both galactically and also from your own personal guides who are constantly with you to help you along the way. So I wish you guys all the best. I'll be back again hopefully soon, because I'm feeling like I'm starting to come out of the other side of the awakening. And I don't know how long that's going to last because I feel like I've been completely pummeled recently. And but yeah, let's see what happens. Very exciting times. And I wish you guys all the best. Lots of love from my heart to you guys, and wish you all the best. Bye.